All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and we are freshly back from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati/Kentucky.
Kentucky. All right, so yeah, but truth be told, we spent most of our time in Kentucky because that's where the hotel was. But we're back from the Cincinnati, Ohio Reseller Rally, and we had a blast. So we're going to kind of tell you a little bit about that as we pull some of the orders that came in while we're gone. So we're just going to get to it because we got a long day today and we're both pretty worn out. Are you worn out?
I'm tired.
You tired? So let's just jump into the first thing we sold.
We sold a Barbie. We sold a 2001 Mattel Jam and Glam Barbie doll that has an Everflex waist.
All right, so there you go. There's Jam and Glam with the Everflex waist. Does that mean I could just like bend her?
But you know what she does?
No.
Her hair rotates.
Like,
so she has blonde hair, and then she can turn her head, and she has purple hair.
okay, like a spinning wig. Mm-hmm. That's some Beetlejuice shit there, isn't it? All right, so how much she sell for?
$13.99, and she is going international.
All right, what do we get next?
We sold, I got to read this one because it's something new that we just got. A Fraser Creations miniature Warwick castle, and it was made in Scotland. You can't see it.
Okay, does it look like what's on the box?
Not that side. Not that side. I don't think it looks like any of them.
Okay, so it looks exactly like nothing on this.
Yeah, you'll have to put a picture up over
So
here.
I will put a picture up, but it's a small building, right?
It's like a flat thing with a bunch of little buildings on it.
It's sold. And sold for how much?
It sold for $26.99.
There you go.
That was an item we picked from a picker.
Was this from Inked Picker? Mm-hmm. All right. So we're starting to make some sales from our private pick. All right, so one of our favorite things about the rally, and I think probably if you ask the whole range of people that went to the rally, one of their favorite things would probably just be meeting all the people that were there.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of people. YouTubers, resellers. Well, they're all resellers. We got to meet people who don't have channels that just watch other YouTubers.
There were a very wide range of people there, from people just getting into reselling to people that have been reselling for 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. And some of them had social media stuff, some of them didn't, and it was just a good mix of all kinds of people. So it was really cool. You got exposed to a lot of different viewpoints and a lot of different experience levels, I guess. Some new ideas, some old ideas, and I think just the meeting and mingling with those different personalities and different people from different parts of the country was my favorite part of the whole rally.
It was, just to sit and chat with people about, and half of it, sometimes you weren't even chatting about reselling.
Yep, a lot of it was just getting to know people and making new friends and stuff. So we've got a lot of new contacts on our
list.
We have a list. That makes it sound like we're serial killers. We don't have a list, guys. we have social media and we have a whole bunch of new friends.
Sure, that's a nice way to put it.
There you go.
You want to talk about any of them that we met? Or do you just want to say that we met some people?
I would actually love to just shout out everybody we met, but I know I'm going to forget people, so I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to say everybody that, if you were there and you saw this mug, we appreciated talking to you.
I apologize if you talked to him. It was okay that you talked to me, but, you know.
Yep. So we kind of split up and divided and conquered at the rally a little bit. She met people I didn't meet. I met people she didn't meet, but we covered the whole boat. And I think we pretty much met everybody. I think we did.
A majority of people.
If we didn't meet you, you might have jumped off the boat or been in the bathroom. But we tried very hard to meet everybody we could. So that was a lot of fun out there, and it was really cool to meet everybody.
It was.
All right, so let's look at what sold next.
Something I didn't think would sell very fast, but in our lot of silverware, our fancy Oneida silverware we got, we sold a Leonard silver plate, scissor style serving salad tongs.
I think I helped find these at the garage sale, but I think you listed these, and
those are made in Italy.
Yeah, it's a really weird contraption. You could grab a really small hamburger, like a slider grabber.
I don't know. It said it was a salad tong, but to me a salad tong is different. So I don't know. I don't know what it truly is, but it's sold.
Yeah, if you're serving salad with that, you're way fancier than we are around here.
And it is silver plated and in really good shape.
Yep. So that sold for how much?
$14.99.
There you go, $14.99. That one's out the door.
The next thing we sold was something that we got in a lot, and I just listed them individually, but in a, what do they call it, multi-quantity. We sold a vintage National Lock single outlet plate cover, and it has a screw.
Okay, that was a lot of fancy words for plug-in cover. And we found these at a few different places, and they're very similar, but these brass kind of old vintage light switch covers and plug-in covers, we've done pretty well on, especially if you find them with the screw that goes with them.
They do fabulous. Even without the screw, they do fabulous.
Yep. So those sell well, and they sold for how much?
That one sold for $13.50.
Yep. And that's just a single plug-in cover. So
Yep. Which we had a whole lot of them. I had like 7 of them, and I think I have like 3 left.
Yeah. And if you're selling, if you're picking up, somebody remodels a house and they've got a box of these things, that adds up really quick.
It does, especially if they're the pretty brass ones. Okay, so we got down to Cincinnati late Thursday night and stayed up even later chatting with people when we got in.
And just to clarify that statement a little bit, late Thursday night is actually like 10-ish for us. That is pretty late. We're old.
But when we got to the hotel, we chatted with some people. We stayed up till like 1 o'clock in the morning, which is technically 12 o'clock our time, so it wasn't anything big for me because I'm usually up that late anyway.
I'm not.
But we did get up bright and early, kind of bright and early. Well, it would have been less bright and early had Pops not got up at 6 o'clock, said, get out of bed.
I had to get coffee.
But we had made an agreement with a bunch of people to go meet down in the breakfast area at 7, not 6:30. 7 to have breakfast.
7 means 6:30.
So we ate some breakfast. We hopped in with...
Who did we go? We went with the old school picker, Jimmy, and Sonia.
Old school picker and Sidetrack Sonia.
And Sidetrack Sonia. We also got to go with FJ Treasures, which is Frank and Janelle.
Yep. Well, you didn't. I did.
Well, they were following it. Like
yes, on the
went
first day.
Yeah, we went together in a caravan. Like we were just following each other in different vehicles. Yep. That first morning of garage sales was actually pretty cool. They had some community sales going on, and we didn't pick a lot. It's not like we had great buys while we were picking. It was the company and going picking in a different city you're not used to, and just the whole atmosphere of it, and getting to talk with people and hang out with pickers. So we did pick up a few things, but nothing great. We ended up in a bit of a slum.
We ended up in the ghetto.
Yeah. So there's spots in Cincinnati, and I could give you the address if you want.
614 something. It said it was an estate sale. We found out later that it was a perpetual estate sale.
Yeah, they just have it all the time, and this day it just happened not to be open. So at least we'll have it on video.
We'll stand back here. I ain't got nothing to protect you with, but see what that sign says.
This could be like an episode of the Darwin Awards right here.
So here's my guinea pig. Inside the door.
There's obviously no sale here.
What are you doing back there in private property?
I don't know. It said come inside.
It doesn't say. It says on
Bunch
the
of
website.
trespassers here.
Yeah, well that doesn't mean that.
I'm just wondering if the sign
Yeah, I'm gonna.
There's supposed to be an estate sale here.
8 to
8 to 2, 11:30. Maybe it was 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.
They're gonna sell our property when we get shot for
I don't see an
trespassing.
estate sale here.
On there.
We did get out of there. Everybody got out of there safely.
Nobody got kidnapped.
So yeah, there are parts of Cincinnati that aren't as nice as with every city, but we did have a great time sourcing that day and going garage sale with other pickers, and we did it 2 days in a row, right?
The second day,
Well,
Pops stayed home. Corey stayed back and did some social networking with some people, hung out.
it wasn't. Is it social networking if you're in person?
Yeah, you're still socially networking with people.
Okay. Yeah.
He ate breakfast 3 times.
Hey.
But I went out. It was me and Ink.
Why are you looking at me? You're
Because
the one that went.
Because I'm trying to think of who was all in there. It was Frank and Janelle from FJ Treasures, Alicia from Inked Picker, myself, and Sonia from Sidetrack Sonia. I just like saying that. Anyway, so we went out. We hit some garage sales. We went about 40 minutes outside of Cincinnati. Didn't pick up a whole lot. Ran into a whole bunch of other resellers. Stole some stuff from not really stole some stuff from resellers. Sniped some stuff from other resellers.
Graham saw Commonwealth Picker trying to get some Tupperware, and she wasn't about that. So she snatched out of in front of him what she had to have. And that sounds really bad, but this wasn't Tupperware for sale. This is Tupperware for family.
Yes.
She just happened to see a piece she had been looking for, and Kevin was unfortunate enough to be in front of it.
He told me, Karen.
Hey, who went home with the Tupperware?
Me.
Sorry, Kevin.
I gotta grab this one.
You grab it?
Who wants it?
Okay.
With his hand on it, slap it out of the way.
Picked up.
She reached right across it. That's gonna be a thumbnail right there.
Nice.
Don't be a garage sale Karen.
Don't blame me. Leave my name out of it.
I'm not a Karen. I'm a Teresa.
Teresa's are way worse.
But anyway, so it was fun just to go out and source with other people and see what they pick versus what you pick. And Cincinnati sales are to me, they're a little weird, kind of like when we were in Vegas. They're not really, most of them were not really garage sales or yard sales. They were like 2-table setup sales.
Their sales in general were just much smaller. Usually when we go to a garage sale here, it's like 8 tables and that whole garage. And they're pretty big sales. There are small sales here.
Yes, we do have table sales here.
But the vast majority of them, they wait all year to have a sale, and when they do have one, they blow it out. Like it covers the driveway. So these were
they're different for us. Every time
would
we've
you
gone
say
garage,
daintier?
Yeah.
They were dainty sales. Way to go, Cincy.
Every time we have gone to sales that were not in our normal city or not in our normal picking area, like in other states, they're always way different than our sales.
Yeah. But I will say, they have like an app you can go to that shows you like 100 sales. Like that big city, there's an advantage in volume there that we don't have. We may only hit 15 sales in a day, but they're going to be big sales. You guys hit 60 on a Friday, and they're all small sales, or the ones we experienced were small sales. So it is different in different areas, which was kind of cool to see. And like Graham said, the second day I just hung back at the hotel. And as people came in from garage selling and as people came down from their rooms from sleeping in, I got to have breakfast with different people and meet different people that we hadn't met before. So yeah, that did translate into kind of 3 small breakfasts.
I will apologize.
What is plural for breakfast?
Breakfast. You just had multiple breakfasts.
You put an S on it. And let us know if there's a plural for breakfast.
Okay, I'm going to apologize now because I know you can maybe hear it, but it is downpouring right now.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain here. We're pretty well insulated, but you might be able to pick a little bit of it up.
We are in a metal building.
I'll bet you don't hear much of it.
Okay, let's talk about some other stuff we sold.
Yep.
So at an estate, I think it was considered an estate sale. Pops picked up a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory sealed VHS tape.
I almost never look at the VHS tapes. They're like video games for us. I know there's kind of a craze about them now, and I just don't pay much attention to them. Even the sealed ones for the most part. But I happened to see this one, and for some reason it felt like it would be a good enough one that maybe I should just look it up for some reason. And it paid off this time. Because we did look it up. It's sealed, and it has the little watermarks on it. And the case is all in pretty decent shape. I don't see much wrong with it. And that one sold for how much?
Paid like $1 or $2. I can't remember. I think it was $2. And it sold for $39.99 full price.
Yeah, so some crazy person out there is paying $40 for a VHS tape that they probably don't intend to open.
You can watch that. I almost said a naughty word. You can watch that stuff on Netflix, Hulu, all that fun stuff now. So
there's a collector for everything, though. So I'm glad this is going out to somebody that can enjoy it.
The next item we sold, I've been holding on to forever. I picked it up at Goodwill. I thought it was really cool because it's Harry Potter. We picked up, yes, I'm going to read this, a Harry Potter Dumbledore Army Wand Collection, hand-painted wand display only.
Is it Dumbledore or Dumbledorf?
It's Dumbledore. There's no F.
Sorry, Harry Potter people.
And he just died.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're buying it.
So this is it.
I paid a whopping $8 for that.
And it is heavy. It's it feels like it's cast out of like concrete or plaster. Like it is heavy.
Don't drop it. It's got a couple nicks in it already.
Yep. And I think it would probably, I'm guessing this is going to be really heavy shipper, and I think it would probably break pretty easy. So we're going to have to really spend some time packing that well to make sure it gets where it's going. I think there's like a spider's nest egg in there. Like a spider.
Oh, dude, where'd that come from?
Spider nest?
Spider.
Yeah. Okay. Graham's got it. Good thing we're not sending that to Caleb.
That would be funny.
So yeah, that one's going out, and it weighs a ton, and it's going to be fun to pack. But that one sold for how much?
$69.99. And do you know how many offers I sent out on that thing just to get rid of it?
A lot, but it's gone.
It is now at full price. I'm pretty sure while we were on our way home from Cincinnati on Sunday, I sent out an offer on that for like $10 off, and they didn't take it. And then lo and behold,
Yep.
sells for full price.
Somebody wanted it.
Okay, so the best piece, well, besides meeting the people,
The best, yeah, this is way better than you people.
the funnest piece is seeing the swag you get from here. Like, you don't think, like, long time ago, Pops, Corey, I don't know why I keep saying Pops. Corey used to work for a company that did cashless vending machines. So we went to a convention in Vegas, and we came home with a whole duffel bag. Is that stuff considered swag? We came home with a whole duffel bag full of candy, pop, stuff that goes inside vending machines.
Yep.
But this was cooler because this is stuff that lasts forever. Like, you eat that food, it's gone, but these pieces stay forever.
Yeah, at that time, I was actually helping make and program the cashless vending systems that go in vending machines. So it was all about vending machines. But most of the vendors were trying to get you to put their stuff in the vending machine. So we came home with
Any snack you want.
every new imaginable snack you could ever find in a vending machine, which had to look funny at the airport because it was like a 2.5 foot long pink polka dotted duffel bag, and it was full of food.
I don't think I checked it. I think I did that as a carry-on and stuck it up in the...
Yeah, we still had to go through security with it. So
That was back when they didn't care if you had a drink in there. So
yeah, that it was a lot more lax. I think if we tried to do that today, they'd probably question it a little more. But yeah, it was weird. We had a giant duffel bag of candies and stuff like we were going out in the desert, and we needed to make sure we had food.
it was fun. So our swag that we got this weekend was these.
Yeah, a lot of people that have any kind of social media following at all, or are big enough into reselling to have a business, had some kind of sticker or card or some kind of fun promotional items that they were giving out. Plus the event itself had a swag bag where they had a bunch more stuff in it from other people. So we came home with a lot of stuff for our sticker door.
But one thing I got to point out, we have somebody who watches our videos. Her name is Amy. She is Beach by Repeat.
As I say, we watch her videos too.
She was very distracted during our videos by our hole.
We were informed we have an extra hole here in our bookshelf that was troublesome
Yes.
to the OCD crowd. And I'm the OCD crowd, but it's behind me, so it never really bothered me.
Even editing it, you never noticed it?
I didn't really pay attention to it because when you edit, the screen is so small, you're editing more for what people are saying. But let me show you. We did take care of it.
We fixed it per her request.
Right back there. So now, yes, Amy, Beach by Repeat will now be covering our hole from the backside from here on out.
Do we want to talk about who we got swag from?
Yeah, let's see which ones we got.
We got Lilac Seller.
Meg.
That is Meg.
Yep.
She was fun to talk to. We got two from Beach by Repeat.
Yeah, we had to get one for the door here.
Another one that we got to chat with,
Justin
at Running for the King.
All right, one of my favorite stickers, one that I've wanted for a while, is from Mike, Shadjuice. We got to meet him and talk to him a couple of times. Just as genuine and cool as you would think he is from his videos. So thank you, Mike.
So the next one we've actually gone sourcing with. But she got new stickers. She used to have little glittery ones. And
I still like the glittery ones, but these ones are cool too.
Now we have Inked Picker that has a kitty that has bones showing.
Yeah, what would you call that? Like a sugar skull cat? Or would you call that just a
creepy cat?
Kitty of the Dead?
Kitty of the Dead. She will be Kitty of the Dead.
The cat from Pet Sematary? What was that cat's name?
I don't know. I don't like that movie.
The Gage was the kid, right? Mm-hmm. I don't
know.
remember the cat's name. Anybody know the cat's name for Pet Cemetery? I know I had one.
Okay.
Okay, so we got Rod Sticker, Picking and Punching.
Yep.
He was there, and he was actually part of our Reseller Clickbait podcast we recorded at the end of the event, the last day as people were leaving the hotel. We were snagging them and pulling them in for a quick sit down with us. So Reseller Clickbait podcast, if you haven't had a chance to catch that one yet, the newest episode, we get to talk to a lot of the people we're sharing stickers from here on that podcast, and that was a pretty cool episode. It was more fun for us than them probably, but it was a lot of fun that day.
And we have the Daily Cabbage. She is a Cabbage Patch doll seller. She actually donated stuff for the St. Jude Whatnot auction that they did Saturday afternoon. It was really cool. She was cool to meet.
So we got Snow's Clothes and More, or Snow's Clothes and Mo sticker, and they were there. They were doing pretty good promoting their channel, and they were definitely fun people to meet. So we got one of their stickers for the door.
We got a sticker from Brainstorm Rodeo.
Okay, we got a Darke Country Picker. Does that say Darke Country?
No, it says Darke County.
Darke County Picker. Now wearing my glasses. And I'll have to be honest here, this is not one we were given. We did not get this sticker. We found this on the floor next to where we were sitting, and I like the sticker. It's a cool sticker. So, look, somebody claim this. Tell us who you are. I'm going to go look you up on YouTube or social media and see if I can find you. But yes, we actually found this sticker, and it's going on the door.
It is. In our swag bag from the rally itself, we got one for Surplus for Business LLC.
So again, in the swag bag of stuff, I believe, because I know he wasn't there, we got a Nashville sticker, or a Nashville Flipper sticker, which is Ray. And I'm not sure why Ray has a Bunkin' Bronc cowboy on his sticker, because
It's Nashville.
well, I know it's Nashville, but that's not very on brand for Ray. I don't see Ray riding a lot of Broncs, but definitely wasn't there, because I would have remembered that, because I'd love to meet Ray sometime. But I'm very happy to have the sticker to go up on the door. So thank you, Ray, for including that in the swag bags.
So another one that was in the swag bag for the reseller event was this one, which is New Jersey Picker. His name is Chris.
That's Chris, yep.
Yep, so that one was in there.
We got John's sticker, Cincinnati Picker. I know he wasn't handing out stickers because he was super busy. He was one of the organizers of the event, one of the 3 organizers. But these were in the bags. So we got ourselves a Cincinnati Picker sticker finally to go up on the door.
And last but not least, I will say, he is my all-time favorite. He had me rolling like, oh, he was just so funny. We have the trio of Deathpile Picker stickers. He is not my biggest fan because I tortured him Friday night.
He did leave his phone sitting on a table with a bunch of drunk resellers.
No, because not all of us was drunk.
No, I'm saying the room was full of drunk resellers, and he walked away from his phone.
He did, and he learned afterwards, well, after a little while, that, you know what? You don't have to have your phone unlocked to take pictures. So, we tortured him. We took some pictures of people's butts. It wasn't really their butts, it was their arm.
There may or may not have been a few nipples in there.
Oh, there was. And a urinal.
And it did make its way to the bathroom to see some urinal shots.
That was fun. I'm sorry, Mike. I do apologize, but it was so fun.
I'm not sorry.
And we were rolling.
I'm not sorry, Mike.
That was fun. So yes, we enjoyed all the stickers. We will get them up on this sticker door. We will get a picture of it or a short little video once we get everybody's up on there. I'll give you a shout out. It was fun.
Yeah, I think the vast majority of those stickers come with some memory attached to them, so it was a great time, and I'm going to be very happy to have them all up on our door that we get to look at every day. So, all right, let's look at what's sold next.
I think this next item was part of our, what do you call it?
It was the Goodwill one.
Our trinket box Goodwill bag. It is a little small red heart 3-section pill box.
Yep. So it looks like this. And it looks like it would be like a heavy brass or gold tone metal in it. I don't think it's metal at all, to be honest. It's like a plastic pill box. But these little trinket box, pill box things we've done pretty decent with. And this one sold for how much?
$4.99.
Yep. So it's cheap, but it's not an expensive one. I mean, it's literally like plastic. So that's pretty good for that, and it'll go out super cheap, and we'll probably throw that in a box.
I will.
Like a 4x4 by 4.
Smushed.
Yep.
So up next, we sold some vintage Christmas ornaments. These are made by Noel. We've picked up a lot of them. We sold quite a few of them too.
Yep. If you're ever finding old ornaments like this that are all in there in decent shape with the box, especially if you go see a little Shopco sticker on them, we tend to grab them. And they're super breakable, and we're super careful when we ship these. We usually do a layer or two of bubble wrap, then we cardboard front and back and sides of it, then we bubble it again, and then we box it up.
Yep.
But we've had okay luck with these, even though they're super fragile.
Yep. And we usually only pay less than $2 for them.
The one, we bought a whole box of them for like a quarter a box.
We did. It was quarter a box. It was pretty good.
So these ones sold for how much?
$24.
Yep. It's worth the extra few sheets of bubble wrap, and we don't mind packing them up. You just got to be a little careful with them.
So the main event of the entire thing. So Friday night get together was only a piece of it. Saturday morning, the whatnot, those were only pieces of it. But the big piece of the event.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the whatnot. Commonwealth Picker drug everybody under a bridge in Cincinnati.
Yeah, and the cops came by.
Kind of a creepy bridge. And had a big charity auction for St. Jude's Charity where all the proceeds went there. And surprisingly, well, no one got mugged. And it was surprisingly a good time. Like it wasn't just about the auction. It was a bunch of resellers just having a good time. The auction was almost secondary to the get-together of the auction. Yeah, I think they raised over $6,000 for St. Jude's. And we got to watch Carrie, American Arbitrage, dump a bunch of White Castle cheese sauce on his head.
And a burger.
So that part of it was pretty cool.
I couldn't watch it. As soon as that congealed stuff went out on his face, I started gagging. It was so gross.
Saturday morning was sales. That was Saturday afternoon, noon. And then everybody kind of grabbed a quick 10 minutes of rest or whatever, and we headed out to a boat ride. Everybody got on the boat. We got to have, we got served like a decent meal. I think it was like roast beef and...
No, it was roast chicken and short ribs.
Those weren't short ribs. They had roast beef.
It wasn't roast beef.
I had roast beef.
It wasn't roast beef. It was actually short ribs, just so you know.
It was roast beef.
Right.
I read if you guys were there, comment down below and let us know what you got. I got roast beef, and if that was short ribs, I'm really disappointed because it tasted like roast beef.
It was on. I read the menu.
It was roast beef. But if you had short ribs, let me know.
But it was a really good meal. There was pasta, like a...
Well, we can't tell them about the meal now because you and I had two different meals apparently.
It doesn't matter. We had mashed potatoes. They had mixed veggies, cooked mixed veggies.
Cheesecake.
It was cheesecake.
It was a good cheesecake. But where we sat down was basically like the engine room. Like we were in the bottom deck, dungeony part. Like you could feel the vibration of the motor. I think we were sitting on top of the engine room.
Nothing like a little vibrator.
We didn't. Wow. She had a better lunch than I did. We didn't realize that there was 3 decks to the boat, so we didn't continue up to the tables upstairs. But it sounded like the 3rd deck got their meal last. We were done eating probably a good 45 minutes after everybody else. So after the 1st deck was done, the meal was still good, and we had a lot of fun.
We did.
And after the food was all done and they took the plates away and kind of cleared the boat, they just turned it loose with a DJ to have a big old party.
The only complaint, and I think there was a lot of people that had the same complaint, was the DJ was up on the top roof deck. I mean, there was a roof over top of the deck, but it was the top deck. And they had speakers that went from there down to all the other decks. But the lower 2 decks where people were sitting and trying to converse, the speakers were horrible and the music was really loud.
Yeah, they were really good speakers. I mean, they were like the Bose outdoor speakers. They were just really overdriven by the DJ, so they were staticky. And it was so loud it was very hard to talk. But if you grab a drink and start dancing like a lot of people did, I think everybody that was on the boat had a really good time, despite the fact that when you got off the boat, you were hoarse from trying to talk over the music because it was loud. But we still had a ton of great conversations. Yeah, the only thing I would have changed, just maybe unhook half the speakers. The rest of it was an absolute blast.
Only have the music playing on the deck where the DJ was.
Yep.
And then the rest of them, people can just sit and BS.
You don't know till you know. now we know. All right, let's look at what sold last, or let's look at what sold next.
So the last two things that we sold was, well, one thing was some more Stampin' Up. I'm so excited. This was a good one too. It is Stampin' Up. It starts with art stamps, and it has the arts and craft dies from Sizzix.
Yep. So that comes complete with stamps and dies. And there's some cool ones in there. And that one sold for how much?
$37.96. I think I made a boo-boo when I sent it. Normally, I think it was $39 and I sent out an offer on it. But I hit the 96 instead of the 99.
Oh,
But it is what it is.
A 3-cent boo-boo. We'll take it.
Yep, but that one is pretty good.
All right, what sold next?
The last thing we sold was I think that was one of the second lots of light switch covers we got. But they are Edmar brass double light switch covers. They have a sunburst / sunflower theme.
Yep. It's a little bit hard to see them in there, but that's what they are. And they were pretty dirty when we picked them up. They're still pretty dirty. We didn't clean them up much. But
They can polish
there's
those.
2 of them in there, and they sold for how much?
They sold for $39.99.
All right. So we'll get those packed up and out of here.
That was the fun that we had while we were gone. A little stress-free vacation. Kind of a vacation. I don't know if it's a vacation.
Kind of a work vacation.
Yeah, because I did do stuff.
We didn't do too much work while we were there.
No, and I did stuff that we did some stuff that wasn't even related to the rally.
Yeah, she got to take off and go on a ride.
Me and Sidetrack Sonia went and we rode the bird scooters. That was a blast.
It ended up being a lot of fun for everybody, or it was for us. I hope it was fun for everybody, and we can't wait to do another one. We'll probably only do 1 or 2 of these a year, I'm guessing. But this was a good one to go to, and we hope to go to it again.
Yes.
But for now, we've got to get this stuff packed up, and we've got to get this video edited for you guys, and we will talk to you guys next time.
As Roman makes fun of me for saying, hasta la vista, baby.